Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like death. Knox, you want to say hi? Come on. No, come here. Good boy. You want to say hi, boo? Okay. All right. Let's get him a treat. I feel like The Walking Dead right now, guys. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I woke up this morning. I was tossing and turning all last night. I got a stomach bug. All I've eaten today was like half of a cucumber, and I'm on my second glass of water for the... Wait, it might be my third glass of water for the day, so... We're trying. Someone said there's new Sabaton coming out. I'm fucking stoked. I love Sabaton. I'm gonna try and stay my normal, bubbly self here, guys, and be all excited about things. I'm straight up not having a good time, bro. Can't wait for a B2420 video. I don't know if I'm gonna drop a video on that day because I don't know if you guys know this, but I like games where I work with people. I'm not so much of a PvP person anymore. I just don't have time to compete and like build the metas and get good at it like everybody else. I just don't have time. So on May 20th, Roadcraft comes out, which is the next installment in, I guess, the Mud Runner, Snow Runner from Saber Interactive series. And I played the demo. I really enjoyed it. So I'm really excited. Is it a free fly weekend? I mean, it doesn't matter, dude, because I have my mining vehicles and mining still doesn't fucking work. Like, that's the thing that pisses me off. I'm just beat up. Thank you guys for asking. Ever watching animated shorts Fortress and Last Day of War? If not, check them out. No, I'll have to check those out. Fortress and The Last Day of War. No, I'll have to check it out. It does work weapons, because like every time I was mining, and like the mining would work. So let me rephrase that. The mining works, but getting the refined materials onto my ship and offloading them somewhere else, that doesn't always work. Build a highway to heck. You need to do a thunder screech, cicadas screaming at each other. It's actually not a half bad idea. Pup needs a bigger bed. Well, he has one next to him, but unfortunately Fritz, it has its cover off right now because Fritz was in here and Fritz peed on it. So I'm washing the cover. It's a waterproof cover. I just got to put the cover back on. And honestly, even if the big bed was there, he chooses the small one anyways. He's like one of those, if it fits, it sits. So I just downloaded a new game. It just dropped today. I want to try it out. It's called Lost Skies. It looks pretty exciting. So I may have to give that one a shot. I just downloaded. It's like 10% off right now on Steam. Did I just see fucking you and Farrier did great? Oh, okay. I thought you wrote something else. Why is the kid an F-22? Also, thank God it's Friday. It is, yeah. I'm glad. So today, we actually had a Donza at work, so I didn't have to do anything. I got up, felt like death, went downstairs, fed the dogs. I laid there, and then periodically, my wife would wake me up and here, have some water, here, have some this. She's like, do you want to eat anything? And all day it was a no. Like, I felt like shit. And then finally, I was like, let me try half a cucumber, because a cucumber is a pretty safe bet whenever you're feeling under the weather. And I ate it, and it stayed down, so I'm pretty happy about that. But yeah, I'm hurting today, guys. So I'm glad I got the day off, because I'd be hurting. Vintage Story is one such game as well, already up on the Iron Age. Looks like Minecraft, but majorly into realism. I like that. I fuck with that. I may have to check that one out, because I play a lot of just pick up, put down, pick up, put down, pick up, put down. AC tried not to bully me on unsub. Rich is a great human, but Rich is also like, honestly, I fuck with Rich a lot because Rich reminds me of my siblings. My siblings can't go 5 seconds without roasting one another. It's just a constant thing. And I'm the little brother there. Like all my brothers and sisters, with the exception of my little sister, they're all older than me. So it's pretty, like, that's just like going to visit home. Let me see. Have you seen the new movie Warfare? I have not seen it. I was actually thinking about going to watch the Minecraft movie. I don't like Minecraft. I've played it before, right? I don't like Minecraft. But when people say it's a good video game adaptation, I want to go support that. Like Borderlands was a terrible video game adaptation. And I know a thing or two about Borderlands. My Psycho, my Siren tattoos, I got Salvador up here. I got the other Psycho up here, Claptrap on the back of my leg. Like, I'm a Borderlands fucking junkie. And then for Titanfall, I don't know know if you guys can see it. Protocol 3 with a pilot helmet. I am a bit of a nerd when it comes to stuff like that. Happy Jesus died on a cross Friday. I don't know how that whole thing works. Like, I try and be as respectful as I can to the different religions that are out there. I just don't know. Like, my wife, her family, they're all practicing Catholics. So I've gone to, like, when they do weddings and they do, like, any significant kind of mass, I will go. I'm a heathen, so I just kind of sit there quietly and, you know, be respectful as I possibly can. I say heathen, kind of a loose term, but yeah. Thoughts on APKWS and Houthi drones cheaply? APKWS. I'm not familiar with APKWS. Let me Google that. If I could fucking type Google. I got a new computer, not Coom. I got a new keyboard, and the keys are just like a millimeter closer together, so like my typing has slowed down significantly. Advanced Precision Kill Weapon System. I'm very unfamiliar with this. Who's this made by? AGR 20. It looks like a weird beefed up fucking Sidewinder almost. See, I don't know everything about everything, guys, but now my tism's gonna tickle and I'm gonna have to go learn everything about the APKWS. I did see, however, the French had I think it was a frigate in the Red Sea, and they were using I think it's a 5-inch, similar to the Arleigh Burke class that they use on the bow of their ship. And they, like, it was a close call. Like, they were taking out drones real fucking close. If you're using a lead slinger to take down drones, it's close. You loaded those weapons? I've learned recently, whenever everyone thinks of the A10, and I'm glad I was wrong. Everyone thinks of the A10, they think of the one single loadout. The 30, the fucking, and the, what are they called? The unguided rockets, and that's it. I learned recently, what's up, DK?
Would you intercept me?
I learned recently that the A10 can load a lot of shit.
Good to see you. Hope you feel better soon.
Thank you so much, DK. I appreciate it, man. I'm trying to stay with it. What up, fucker? Super Korean. How you doing, buddy? Just feel like I should pay for the tattoo peep show. Well, I will be totally transparent with you guys. I have it covered now. It's covered. But years ago, I lost a bet. Now, I don't bet money. I just, like, money to me is whatever, right? I like, and this probably stems from the military, I like betting dumb shit. Like, I bet with a guy one time, and he had to walk into my commander's office, and my commander had a candle sitting right there on his desk, and he had to walk in, staring at the commander, take a bite out of the candle, set it down, and just walk out. Those are the things I love betting. Anyways, I bet. I'm not a football guy, but I was like, I like betting, so I bet on football, and I was like, all right, if you win, you get to pick a tattoo that I have to get, but I have to agree to it, and if you lose, you get to pick the tattoo. I'm not a football guy. I shouldn't have picked the Broncos, but I did. And it's covered now, but I used to have the words "taste great, more filling" tattooed right above. Right above that. What's up, ScoobTube? How you doing, buddy? I know what the Titanfall feel like. There will not be a sequel. My only hope is Days Gone Remastered does. There was rumors about a Titanfall sequel coming, and I was so excited, and now they're all just kind of falling through. So, like, I don't know, man. If Respawn knows what's good for them, I think that they build a bunch of hype around Apex, switch over to Titanfall, build a bunch of hype around Titanfall, and then switch back to Apex, and like every other couple of years, they just pick one or the other. And I think that's not the guy that knows this. You need to do a Thunder Screech, Supersonic Prop Plane tracking. Yeah, no, I saw that. Did I scroll up? Or did you say the same thing again? Or somebody else? No, the Cicada and the Star Screech. I need to do that. It's on my list. Anyone else see the Gaslight District? No. Arma. Somebody's talking about Arma in there, and it's like Arma. So I have very limited experience with Arma. I downloaded it once upon a time way back when, and I joined in, and this guy was like in an RP server, and he's like, "You'll like it. It's fun. You know, we actually work tactics." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I'm fucking down with that." And I got in there and I didn't know like how to do things. And he's like, I was just kind of walking around talking to people. And he's like, some dude got fucking mad that I didn't make my little character like salute him or something in like the area.
Would you intercept me?
Oh, I'll tell you. Finish that up. It's like, Wither, what is up?
It appears that you got my sickness. I hope you get better soon.
Well,
would you intercept
thank you,
me?
Wither. You give me everything else.
I'd intercept.
Oh my God, a smile suits you.
Is strictly a radar system? At least when it was first integrated? Or is it more than that now?
That's actually a great question. I'll get to that one in 1 second. I do like talking about the Aegis combat system. It's not just one radar, but it's Skynet. It really is. I love talking about it. This guy got mad because I didn't like make my character salute him, and I was like, bro, if I wanted to go show up somewhere and salute people I don't respect, I'd just go to fucking work. And yeah, but okay, we'll continue on. Would you intercept me? Love your videos, brother. Went to the range. The gun wasn't working. The gun almost broke my shoulder. Oh shit, America, you good? What part of Trashkanistan were you at? I was in Oregon E. I'm not even sure how to say that. I was down in RC South, just south of Kandahar. The district was known as Malajat. For most of my tour, I was in like the center of Malajat with 1st Platoon, and then like a member of 3rd Platoon had some beef with an NCO, so they flip-flopped us, and then I was over on the... Was that the east side or was that the west? That was the west side, because 2nd Platoon was on the east, so I went from 1st to 3rd. But yeah, that's where I was. Good old times. So the Aegis combat system is actually really, really fucking cool. So it works. It's a scalable air defense and mission control system, meaning that if your fleet is only a couple of ships, those ships will talk to each other in real time, passing data, tracking data. So like, for example, an Arleigh Burke could fire missiles off of a Ticonderoga that is in the same like engagement envelope, and vice versa. Now, when it comes to like large fleets, like a carrier fleet, the carrier sensor, which is usually just an air traffic control sensor, it's a small radar, ties in with the Spy 1, Spy 6, or Spy 7 that the Arleigh Burke has, which ties in with the C2E, ties in with the AWACS. Like, if it has a sensor, it all talks to each other. It's really, really fucking cool. Now, I know what I'm going to get right after that is people are always going to ask, like, well, why don't we just make that on land? We kind of did. We do have Aegis ashore. We have 2 of them, one in Romania and one in Poland. But as for them like scaling like digital integration, I don't know. I know IBCS is the way forward, but I hope that answers your question. Oh man. Finally remembered the funny thing. A few streams ago, the T90 does have blowout panels. It's called the turret. You're not wrong. Chad, have you liked HLC tonight? He likes the thumbs up a lot. I do, Emerald. I like the thumbs. Stop shitting on my A10. I would never! Weapons. I would never. I do regularly. I can shit on your missile shitbox, and joke's on you. You couldn't get your A10 close enough to my missile shitbox. It's okay. You have a job to do. It's just, I would kill you long before you got there. You have the aerodynamics and radar cross-section of a fucking brick. You turn really well, though. You do. If you ever get the feel for some expansive style combat, there's a good spaceship fleet combat game called Nebulous Fleet Command. I think, yeah, somebody told me about that one. I just haven't had any time to play. Like I said, I just downloaded this one. I'm going to see if I have enough after stream to do it, but I don't know. Easter, Jesus back from the dead, Catholic, Easter Sunday. Eastern Orthodox is Monday. They're celebrated on different days because the Catholic Church changed calendars after the 2 sects split apart. See, I don't know anything about like religious history. I try, but I just haven't really like dug into it a whole lot. Hello, sorry I'm late. Can we restart? Glad to see you, HLC. Been busy working on getting the family into a new home. Talk about annoyance. Bro, you are not wrong. Guys, so last Friday, I'm going to be totally transparent with you. Last Friday, I wasn't able to stream, and you probably know why. Especially if you watch the new Unsub episode. So I went to San Antonio, and me and everybody that was there, we shot 4 podcasts, one of which I think is going to be a Pepperbox only. I don't think any of that is usable. So let me just explain to you how that one went. It was like 10 o'clock at night, the night before I flew out, and Eli shows up at the unsub house with Nick, and Brandon was there, and Trout was there. Cody wasn't there. And they're like, let's do a podcast. I was like, guys, I'm going to get ready to go to bed. And they're like, oh, come on, just stick around for a little bit. I was like, okay. Then 10 minutes into the podcast, Nick is like, I DoorDashed some 40s. And it went downhill from there. I'm not sure how much of that is usable. But anyways, so we did 4 podcasts. I did 2 episodes of Habitually Fat. And all this in a matter of like 2 or 3 days. So I get back here and I go straight back to work. I'm fucking burned out. Just remember, he reads missiles, not people. That's fair. I still got to learn about the APKWS. Elite Dangerous. I've been told about Elite Dangerous. I kind of want to check that one out. I've considered it. You got smashed. I was feeling pretty good. I was definitely feeling pretty good. What's up, Katie? Oh man, Ohio Trucker. What's up, dude? Lots of content coming in the Pepper Box, dude. Pepper Box is What about Knox? Knox. Who's there? Fat boy. No, you're good. You got Squish Face. No one takes you serious with Squish Face. Looking forward to Buff picking up my Barrett. Wait. Pick it up. Not Buff. Oh gosh. Oh, it's your mother. Stop it. Thank you. It's a smoothie. It's the only other thing that I'm trying to eat today. I'm not okay. So far, so good. Looking forward to picking up my Barrett. Cerakoted black, US flag pattern. Buff is also the lower receiver. Oh, nice. There is Buff in there. I'm just dyslexic. Oh, you're 30? It's all downhill from there, homie. Hypersonic? Don't say hypersonic around me. I'm telling you, man. Wait, hold on, what? How fast would a missile-propelled Orion rocket program style with a Davy Crockett-sized nuke, single detonation, airdropped, of course? That is a level of physics that I am incapable of crunching. Because, like, especially in the atmosphere, there's so many variables. You have drag, how big is the rocket, how much does it weigh, how much drag do the materials cause? Like, as it goes out into space, how does the reduction in drag potentially increase thrust? There's a lot. That's oh my god. And missiles are kind of an exact science. Do I have my DD-214 yet? Not yet. My stuff is down there in San Antonio, my paperwork, so they can decide if I'm going to be in or out. What are my thoughts on the Blue Origin travelers? The way I look at the Blue Origin travelers is... Oh,
Would
Rob! What?
me?
Daddy Rob is here. I haven't seen him in a while.
I'd intercept me.
Catholic here. Calendar is just fine. You know why it was just women on that rocket? All the satellite dishes up in space were dirty. Smiley face emoji. Glad I could catch an episode. Still no Hummer.
No, I still haven't done the Humvee character. I'm sorry, but thank you so much for being here, Rob. No, I think that the women on the Blue Origin, just like any men who've been on the Blue Origin, should not be classified as astronaut, because those who went up there had no control over that spacecraft. They weren't driving it, they weren't steering it. It was all predetermined before they went up. They weren't doing any of the work. So I still have a Discord, I do. Gun was pissed. It was a 50 cal. Also barely missed death. Got killed. Steel sheet missile. You're in a tornado chase earlier, America? What the hell's going on, dude? Hyper, what's it? AWACS made a personal delivery. I'm telling you, the woman's amazing. HLC, look up the Blue Origin, Rocket, New Shepard, and let the jokes fly. Wait, they're doing another flight for Blue Origin? Sorry, I'm trying to stay with you guys. There's a lot going on. The APKWS is a laser control section for the 2.75 Fire and Forget rocket? See, this is stuff I don't know. John goes, could an AI aerial drone carrier become a reality? AI is getting smarter and smarter every single day. However, it's actually kind of easy in some aspects to defeat AI.
I'd intercept me.
So him getting Van Lentol to be a part of a training as a civilian and possible combatant. What are some tactics I could use as a guerrilla force?
Baited ambush always works really, really well. Units that aren't prepared for to be baited in, they always get real uppity, want to chase people down. Yeah, baited ambush is always a good win. Could an AI aerial drone become reality? Or aerial drone carrier become reality? Yes and no. There are already drones in this world that do have some level of AI on board, and they're primarily used for surveillance. A drone carrier, I feel like, is kind of just sooner or later it's going to happen. The problem with a drone carrier is to maintain control of all of those drones simultaneously. This is why you don't see large swarms of drones on the battlefields in Ukraine. Before anyone's like, well, they launch 100 drones. That's not a swarm. I'm talking a swarm is like 4,000. And the large drones that they send are usually all fire and forget drones. You just point them in a general direction and they go. They have some level of guidance on board, but very little. Because sending out all those drones to work in tandem kind of makes you a pretty big target. And this is coming directly from the people in charge around here. They got a lot more privy information than I do. I'm going to just leave it at that. Right now, so I understand very limited about spectrum management. I know, right? Because I'm on the spectrum. But when it comes to spectrum management, anything producing power or radio signal is potentially a target. And the only reason I understand that much is because my radar pumps out a shit ton of signal. So I become a very big target. That's how those harms work so well. Jay Blake, thank you so much. Hold on, somebody put all caps. What was all the caps? They didn't even look out the windows. They took selfies. You're not wrong. Shout out to the kid and Grandpa Buff.
Grandpa Buff's a little fucked up right now. Like I'm struggle busting, man. I was supposed to I fell down on the job today. I was supposed to do like an ad today. I was supposed to work on an HLC state of mind. Like tomorrow's just gonna be a working day if I feel better.
I slept most of the day today. Irreverent Warriors Philadelphia, Saturday, May 3rd. Oh, they still doing the Silky hikes? I've never been to one. I used to like be a part of that like group, but I never just went. I just didn't have time. Oh, folding fin rocket. Ha! Not fire and forget. Give me a break, guys. Screw it. Love the videos. Take another. No refunds. Thank you, America. I appreciate it. Oh, man. Glad I made it before the late in the stream. I hope you're feeling better. Working while sick is not fun. You're not wrong. If it hits me again, I'm going to have to shut down the stream quickly and go like... go blow up a toilet again. I don't know if this smoothie is making me feel better or worse right now. I haven't figured it out yet. Good day, HLC. Patriot operators keyboard warriors. Technically, you're right. However, our number pad is upside down. So if you look at your number pad on your keyboard, it's number 1 is on the bottom left. On a Patriot system, number 1 is on the top left. And then the number, your page up, page down, all that stuff, they're different keys. But I can blast through them motherfuckers quick. I still remember. HLC, no missile mutt, look up Blue Origin. New Shepherd looks like. NTC Blue 4, love to get. I'm trying to read right now, guys. Wait, he's a World War II reporter? He was killed near Okinawa? I don't know who that is, man. Wieners. That's a simple answer right there. In regards to title phrasing, I'm trying. Bussin'. What kind of smoothie? This one is from a place called Tropical Smoothie Cafe. This one is pomegranate, banana, cranberry, and something that's called like pomegranate plunge. It's pretty good. Mud butt, and I could shit through a screen door and not touch a single wire today. Oh, the fiber drones. Yeah, the fiber drones have kind of changed warfare a little bit. I don't really know what our plan is for dealing with the fiber. Imodium? Bro, I need something in my life. Being sick sucks a butt. It does, man. First time catching a live chat. I think you do amazing work in your videos. Would like to know if you ever heard of Russian bias. I've never paid the snail. I'm familiar with the snail. Did it download War Thunder the other day? I was thinking about jumping back on it. Let me see. No, I didn't download War Thunder. I think I canceled it. Does the F-22 know if the Boeing F-47 has canards or not? Well, from the picture we saw, they look very canard-esque. I don't know if they actually provide like nose lift or can move or anything else like that, but we all know canards are gay. We all know that. Hi from Florida. Love your videos. Hope you feel better soon. Come visit us here sometime. I've been down to Florida once. I went down to Tampa. Was it Tampa? We went down there near St. Pete. I was down there for the AUSA Army Ball with Preston Stewart and Chris Cappy and Ryan Macbeth. Here's to get in the fur missile. He has a big bed next to him. It's just, trust me, he'll choose the small one 100% of the time.
Would you intercept
Wither,
me?
you're going to put Knox through charm school.
Intercept me.
Are you and Nick planning on going to the Medal of Honor Museum? If you do, he'll make sure to stalk you while you're there.
God damn it, Wither. No, next one we have on the list, and I'm currently working with them. I'm waiting on a response back. I'm trying. I don't know when it'll be, but we're trying to do all the paperwork to do the Air Force Museum in Dayton, Ohio. That's also going to be a whale of a fucking episode because it's probably going to be like 4 or 5 hours long. So we're trying. If Knox fits, he sleeps. HLC, hope you have a great Easter weekend. You look absolutely wrecked. Look like you low-key need a hug. Go get a hug. In other news, I'm moving back to my first home rental soon, so that's cool. Hey, congrats, man. Also, yeah, I do need a fucking hug. I'm just beat to shit. I'm hurting. Road trip. Everyone doing road trip. Good luck with your med board. Finished up my own, man. I've done all of my QTC appointments. Like that's where they verify everything that's wrong with you. By the way, 31 conditions or 37. I don't know, somewhere up there. And so did that, and now it's down in San Antonio. But you can do a memo to ask for expedited med board. So I did the memo, and hopefully it's expedited. And once, we should maybe get an answer here in the next couple weeks, so fingers crossed. St. Pete's, the Tampa area? Okay. Ooh, the doggo sleeps. If there's a man that is the epitome of fuck around and find out, it's Johnny Somalia. I hope South Korea is aware we don't like him either. Bro, you know what? This is the thing, and it's people like that give like creators a bad name. Because like I don't mind telling people, like when people ask what I do for a living. Obviously, right now I'm in the Army, so that's usually what I lead with. But like, those are the people that I think of when people ask me, what I do, and I'm like, most of the time I tell them I make silly social media videos. One time I was around Kevin from Junkyard Digs. And Kevin asked me what I did, and I was like, "Oh, I do like the eyes and mouth video, overlays on the countries and the planes and stuff." And from then on, anytime I was around Kevin and someone asked what I did, he was like, "He's the mouth guy." So that's what Kevin knows me as. Junkyard Digs are great people, by the way. Eric Spencer, thank you so much. The plushie. Bro, the plushie is in the works. I'm telling you, man. I'm trying to get that plushie going. I finally, the plushie, the design is done. We finally finished the design. Let me put it to you guys in perspective. I started working the plushie in October of last year. And periodically, I've been talking with these people over and over and over and over. And trying to get everything refined because I want you to get a good product. We finally have a design that I approve. Finally. Already hit the 100% permanent total. Yeah, I'm at 16 years, man. I'm right there. Rob, Daddy Rob.
Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me.
Why did the blue Oregon Ricket come back so soon? The ladies couldn't park it. HLC, you look like shit, dude. Question, can the Patriot hit a nuke if it is low enough and no TARD is available? Niece says hi, she is an American now.
Oh, hey, shit, congrats to your niece. So that's actually a lot of good questions. So the Blue Origin rocket, that's funny. But can Patriot hit a nuke if there's no THAAD available? Yes. It really doesn't come down to like what the payload is. It comes down to its flight path. If it's fired in an ICBM or long-range ballistic missile, that's not necessarily Patriot's engagement envelope. It would have to be co-located with whatever the target is. Now, I get this question a lot when we talk about hitting nukes. A lot of people assume, and this blows people's mind when I teach them. People assume that if you hit a nuke with a missile, like a missile nuke is coming in and you hit it, it's going to go off. That's actually very, very rare. You see, nuclear weapons are precise tools. They have a lot of precise movements that have to happen in a very specific order, or else that nuclear weapon does not go off. Now, if you hit it with a 3,000-pound telephone pole traveling at Mach fuck, the chances of it doing those processes in the right order go down exponentially. The worst you're probably going to run into is more of a dirty bomb, like just radioactive material falling to the ground. But yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Oh, man. Johnny Somali is living proof that the internet destroys weak minds. Bro, the internet is a cesspool. I love it, but it's so bad. Will I get retirement pay? Kind of. I'll just be getting VA disability, and then I'll also qualify for something else that I have to wait till I'm out to get. It's called CSRC, Combat Stress Related Compensation. So if you did time in combat and you don't get retired, and you just or get out on a med board, you can apply for CSRC. So, how goes leaving the Army? Slow. I was disgusted when I heard that Johnny Loser guy did things to that memorial statue. Yeah. Dude, I don't understand nuisance creators. Does that make sense? Like, a nuisance creator is somebody who oh, it's a prank, and they just do things to piss people off. I think it downgrades what a creator should be, but they're clickbaity. And if people stop watching them, they would no longer have a platform, and people would stop doing that. But people watch them.
If you haven't and get a chance, go to the World War II Museum in New Orleans. I also think the dog needs a treat. Smiley face emoji.
He might. Let me see if I can grab one without him knowing. It's like Operation, because if this bag crinkles once, it's over. There it goes. You want a treat? Speak. Good boy. Knox, you stink so bad. Your bath is supposed to be next weekend, I think. Okay, give me you have an eye booger. No eye boogers in this house. There we go. I had to get it. Go on. You can go lay down, bud. All right. Yeah, I don't understand nuisance streamers. I don't get those people. Far be it for me to tell people how they should do things, but the whole, what's his name? I Show Speed. I can't stand that fucking dude. Can't stand anything about him. He is excessive for no reason. It's just my personal opinion. I've never had a conversation with the guy. I don't know if that's just the way he is on video, and aside from video, he's a pretty decent dude, but just from what I saw, I was I'm not a fan. The internet is, yeah, Cody created me. I want you to know that, because I got X, I got fucking Twitter, because Cody and Brandon were roasting Tony when Brandon was running for office. I was I just want to watch, and then I realized what Cody was getting away with, and I was I could do that. So it's become a process. I love it. I just posted some shit on there right before I walked up here and started streaming. Is North Carolina tossing 6,000 UOCA? I don't know what you're talking about there, William. I'm sorry. I wish I had a better answer. You retired, Barry? Oh, sorry. I'm trying to keep up, guys. I'm trying. Just finished the Pepperbox unsub episode. Dude, you always been one of my favorite guests on the pod. And once again, you and the group had me in stitches. Hey, man, I'm glad you guys enjoyed. Honestly, like, all the people on the unsub are genuinely some of the most, like, nice and straightforward, and they will always help you out. Like, they're just really, really good people. That's why I associate with them. Now, you may have noticed throughout my creative history, there's people that, like, I've done, like, one-off with here and there. I don't want to say any names, but that's just because I realized that they only wanted me around because of what they could gain from me. The unsub guys want people around who are like-minded and driven and just good people to be around. And that's why I fuck with the unsub crew. Let me see. Turning 30 in December, bro. I'm 30. Shit, I'm turning 35 in June. Regretting not joining the Marines instead of college. Worth it to enlist Navy or Air Force at this point. Bro, it is. If you ain't got anything better, that's what I always tell people. If you don't have anything going better for you, then the military is a great place for a foundation. Like, if you have something else going on in your life that is just going to be so much better, do it. If not, yeah. The Supreme Court election in 2024 is still being contested? Seriously? Question. World's first Mach 2 missile static launch, not ICBM. Mach 2? I mean... Sorry, my brain goes into kind of overdrive because ICBM is a very specific category. It has to cover over like 3,600 square miles or 3,600 miles, linear miles. I can't remember the number off the top of my head. So technically it would be the V2 because it's not an ICBM. It is a static launch. And the V2 got up to 1,500, 1,700 meters a second, something like that. Get that dog a bigger bed. He likes the little bed. Trust me. I could put a big bed there and he'd still be laying in the little one. No, I did not see the Iran military parade. I need to check it out. Me and Nick are on your bucket list of creators you want to meet and spend an afternoon with. Dude, I'm a goober. Actually, yesterday I was at a Korean restaurant with my wife, and I was like going to sit down, and the guy was like, "Hey, are you habitual line crosser?" I was like, "Yeah, man, what's up?" And like, I just try and be genuine with every single person that I meet because the way that I look at it. I don't feel any different. I want you guys to know that. Like, I still feel like the same fucking dude I've always been. I don't feel any different. But what I tell you is that if I were going to meet somebody that I really enjoyed, like their entertainment style or like they were a movie star or something like that, and I went to meet them and they were just boring, it would have a lasting effect on my, like, kind of feeling towards that person. So every time I meet somebody and they're like, "Hey, are you? Yeah, what's up, man? Hey, how's it going? What's your name?" You know, I always, and he had a beautiful little daughter with him. He was there with his, him and his wife. I don't want to give out names on here, but yeah, they were really nice people. So I did that. But I'm just a goober, man. HLC's famous now. I am not. I'm a fucking goober. You turned 31 last month, man. Do you recall the B-17 and B-39 or the P-39 that crashed? I don't know what the confirmation was on that. I didn't pay attention to it. I need to figure out. I'm not going to lie. My headache is creeping up a whole lot worse. I'm trying to stay with it. Good thing about using X while sick, you can spew out crap out of both ends. Avoid dairy, extra fluids, and rest. Yep. Doctor's orders. I'm trying, man. That's why I got water and I got this smoothie here. I've literally had the only solid food I've eaten today is half of a cucumber. The harm lat long. What chance those missiles actually hit? I think it's probably so. The harm locks onto a radar signature, and the systems they were shooting at were probably the S-125, maybe the I don't fucking know, but like definitely S-125s. I don't know if those systems are capable in discerning what is coming at, like what is locked onto its radar signature and what is not. So I'd say it's probably a pretty high capability or high probability that happened. Another rich here to bully me? No. No. Mock Jesus manhole cover. So I thought about it. And here's the thing. And the reason why I didn't, a lot of people were like, why didn't you mention the manhole cover? Why didn't you mention the manhole cover? I don't know how fast the manhole cover went. I don't know. But the pulse jet engine on the new UK program is supposed to be able to get up to like 365,000 miles an hour, which is fucking cooking. So I don't know. You can only take half a cucumber, try harder. That's exactly why drinking with you two sounds like an adventure, but I like genuine people. I like people who are just not fake. Like, you know, honestly, when you guys meet Rich, when you meet Eli, Brandon, Cody, they are the exact way that they are online. 100%. Same thing with Nick. All those guys, Trout, the way they are online is the way they are in person. Did I buy the cucumber at the store? Yeah, my wife did. What are my honest thoughts on the Su-57? I think it looks cool. It looks like an updated... Oh, I'm going to piss off some people here. It looks like an updated Tomcat, in my opinion. Engines are far apart. It's got a real big, wide body. Lots of lift. That's just where I'm looking at. Rumors of a MiG-25 Foxbat being used in Ukraine. I have not seen those rumors myself, guys. I haven't paid any attention to the news today. I was just laying on the couch with Fritz on my lap because he was being Nurse Fritz, and he was trying to just make me feel better. You were talking about on the pod how that's the clearest Predator video I've ever seen. Maybe it was from a global... It could be from a Global Hawk. Like that picture, the video of that strike is so fucking clear. There's no way that those guys weren't combatants. There's no way. There's no way. I genuinely believe that there's no way that those guys weren't all verified combatants because of how clear that picture was. The government always puts out some grainy shit when they don't want people, like internet sleuths pick apart everything. Am I a thriller book fan? No, I'm more of a sci-fi book person. When I get a chance to read, which isn't much. You're almost 250, America. Hope you feel better. I do too. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't know how much longer this stream is gonna be. It's gonna be a short one, possibly. I'm hurting. I need to just go back down and lay on the couch and try not to die. When are we getting a B-21 Stealthy Crater Maker shirt along with a growler? I realized I was pushing out too many shirts too fast, so I'm gonna just start slowly pushing them out. But we'll see. Hit like or I'll make you work wash rack. Do you even take planes to the wash rack? I'm not being a smart ass weapons, but like planes, do they get washed? I have to check out Badge 502. Anthony is good people, man. Anthony is really good people. Can I teach you how to read? Probably not. I'm a little bit retarded. Weapons, you do wash planes? Why? It's not like they're going mudding in the air. Pat Tillman's birthday is almost here. Wow. Look at these guys. Look at the waste, fraud, and abuse in the Air Force. Just washing planes that float through the air. What a fucking goober. You wash planes, you reduce drag. Shh. We're fucking with weapons. Okay, guys? We're fucking with weapons. The fast man-made object was a manhole cover. Yes. Yeah, we're going to find out. Like, someone's going to show up with just this like, charred remains of that sewer lid and going to be like, this came from you guys, huh? What's up, Reaper Sphere? How you doing? Do I have favorite military mottos? I enjoy the spiritual great aunt of Grandpa Buff. Favorite military motto? Well, it's kind of an unofficial one. Back when I was a tanker, we had, and it was written on one of the walls. Obviously, it's probably been painted over now because you can't say shit like this. But in 2009, no one gave a fuck. Let's let Wither play real quick.
Intercept me? I'd intercept me.
It's true, HLC is really nice guy. I know this because I watch him from afar at the Unsub show at Dallas and the Gun show at Las Vegas.
Next time there's a live Unsub show in Dallas, I'm going to go there. and I'm gonna tell them close the doors. Where's Wither? No one leaves. I need to know where the fuck Wither is. But like, I guess it's an unofficial like motto. So in the United States Army, the infantry is referred to as the Queen of Battle. Now, the reason they're called the Queen of Battle is because the Queen is like considered one of the more powerful pieces on a chessboard. She can move anywhere, do anything, and get in and get out. Like that's their mantra, right? So like the artillery is referred to as the King of Battle. So there was a thing written on the wall at Fort Knox, and it says, if infantry is the Queen of Battle, then armor is the chastity belt that keeps the Queen from getting, obviously. I can say fucked on here. Yeah. And K9 talk shit, get bit. Can we get the P.O. box back open? You found a dress for me. Oh, dear God. Wither, I swear to Christ, man. Sorry, context. The Iraqis never turned on their radar, so the aircrew launched via intel from the boots on the ground. Oh! This is the thing, guys. And the only reason, like, I'm pretty confident that they did at least hit around them. So an anti-radiation missile doesn't have a very big boom on it. Now, I'm sure weapons will correct me if I'm wrong, but mostly it's a kinetic thing. Some of them, the harm does have a small charge on board, but like even when US Patriot got hit with harm, it just destroyed the radar. Everybody was fine because there's no one on board the radar while it's running. And its sole purpose in life is to destroy that radar. Now, if they're getting intel from people on the ground, I want you to know, if you're pissing off the United States for months in advance, there are people everywhere in your country figuring out where everything is. We do that. We've done that for a long time. We're going to figure out exactly where everything is, because if this thing lights off, we're going to hurt your feelings quick, fast, and in a hurry. I would not doubt that there's Americans somewhere in Iran. Would not doubt it. Sorry, just being totally real with you guys. There's some in Yemen, I guarantee it. So I'd say they're relatively accurate. Hey Weps, do you also ceramic shield spray them? That's funny. Since our air defense is ahead, what about our anti-tank capabilities? I don't have a ton of knowledge about our anti-tank capabilities, but I've been pretty impressed with, I think it's Sweden? Is it Sweden? There's one country up in the north of Europe that, like, they don't do anything else excellent except for their fucking anti-tank. Their anti-tank is chef's kiss. But I will tell you, the UK has the fucking fucking really fast, it's called the HVM, high velocity missile. Apparently it works well anti-air and anti-tank. And I really, really like that thing, and I wish the US would buy those. Because nothing says I'm here to party like 3 tail-stabilized explosive fragmentation darts fired from a shoulder-fired rocket that locks onto you and travels at like Mach 3.5. Like, that just says hello. Starstreak, there you go. But I mean, the Javelin, it's hard for me, it's hard to say like we're ahead in anything, because there's always a give and take on anything. I'm sure a lot of the vets in here will be with me on that. So like, while a Javelin is really good at destroying a piece of armor, they're also really expensive and hard to produce. So will a Law Rocket get through the side armor of a tank? Probably not. Will an AT-4 or a SMAW? Depending on the model. But hell, I mean, a 25mm Bushmaster with slap rounds would probably do the trick too. What are my thoughts on the Russian war, US support dividing with West Taiwan? Sneakiness given the importance of Taiwan? I don't know. Taiwan's kind of it's a weird variable. Because like I want to say it's of strategic importance, but as we're like building out our capability to build from other locations, I don't know if it's as important as people think. I don't know. I haven't dug enough into Taiwan. I need to. Why does Russia and China always go to hypersonics? Because they have no idea what a hypersonic is. Their definition and our definition are two different things. It's just like our definition of stealth and Russia's definition of stealth are two different things. By American standards, the Su-57 is not stealth. Doesn't have a reduction in radar cross-section of greater than 90%, which is our requirement for stealth nowadays. their requirement for hypersonic is throughout its flight path, does it go this fast? Yeah. Ours is in the terminal phase while it's inside the atmosphere. Is it traveling at those speeds? No, which is why the Kinzel, the Zircon, the Sarmat, they're not real hypersonics. Just like when I say like the fucking Trident is not a real hypersonic. That's true. It slows down in the atmosphere. Can THAAD and Aegis intercept ICBMs? Yes. I say yes, but it's, oh, Saab. There you go. Yeah, Saab up in fucking Northern Europe. They build really good anti-tank. Being able to intercept something comes down, like, perfect conditions, yes. They can both intercept those. ICBMs, yes. I don't know how far I can go into that. Do I would think that West Taiwan is helping the Houthis? I think we're at a weird crossroads right now. West Taiwan is not prepared for a military war with the United States. They're not prepared. They are very prepared for an economic one. We could circumstantially fucking annihilate West Taiwan's ability to do trade anywhere with military action, but we don't want to do that because West Taiwan has nukes. So it's a weird place to be in. But it's not unheard of. Russia gave shit to the Taliban. I mean, China probably be giving shit to fucking the Houthis. We gave shit to the Mujahideen. Like, it's all just, it's weird proxies. Marlboro. Yeah, just see him fucking pop in. Lately, Ukraine is pretty good at building tank stoppers. Yeah, it's, well, I also, and I mean no disrespect to the Ukrainians, right? Like they've had to learn how to fight very, very quickly. However, I think the main reason that they're doing so well is kind of arbitrary. Yes, I just ripped ass. I'm trying not to shit my pants right now. They're doing so well is a combination of piss poor Russian preparation and piss poor Russian tactics. Haven't we lost most of our proxies against West Taiwan though? In what reference? Like, I'm honestly curious. When are we going to see the next Habitually Fat? We got 2 of them recorded. They'll be out soon as they're done. You guys see JD Vance's speech with the USMC? I didn't see that one. I did see, bro. I don't like getting caught up in like race baiting or anything like that, but has anyone went and looked at Carmelo Anthony's Give, Send, Go? The comments on there? Bro. Where is thy rat dog? I demand the king rat dog. Mrs. Linecrosser, if you're watching this, you can bring up Fritz. I'm sure they want to see him. Oh man, military equipment show how World War II reenactment next. Oh, nice. That's awesome, man. Never trust a fart when you're ill. I'm trying, man. If I shit my pants, I'll just be like, oh, I'll see you guys later. T-55 greatest tank? No. Don't you do that. Free my bro. He did nothing wrong. Oh man, dude, that whole situation is just, it's a fucking mess. I don't like. What bothers me, did you guys watch the whole press briefing? Again, I don't get caught up in a lot of stuff, but I don't like things that are factually inaccurate. So the lawyer for the Anthony family, defending Carmelo Anthony, says, oh, we got no footage of this happening, but we have footage of Kyle Rittenhouse, and I quote, this is a quote, using an AK-47, false, and shooting 3 people in the back, false. Here's the thing. If they can prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Carmelo Anthony was trying to egress and leave the area and was being chased by a mob or this individual, fucking self-defense all day long, homie. That's exactly why Kyle Rittenhouse got away with it. Self-fucking-defense. He was leaving. I hate anything like this that gets caught up around race, man. I'm fucking over it. Like, shit. The press briefing the lawyer did with the family. I love watching you. That wasn't a lawyer. I want to say politically incorrect things about other countries. I love your plausible comedy. It's so good. Best tank is kind of hard to. It's a really there's such a hard metric there. Now, if you look at survivability, Chally. If you look at use in combat, Abrams. More Abrams were used like ever than ever the Challenger 1 or Challenger 2. Same thing with the Leopard. Now, with the Leopard is putting in some fucking work in Ukraine. Yo, thanks for the CRC info. Most of my shit came from my last deployment. I have a couple bucks. Get a dog. Tiny bed treat from... hell yeah, man. I'm glad... Yeah, go check out that CRSC. That's good stuff. Here you go, Buffalo. He was like nibbling on the end of it. Lick it out of my hand, you fat dog. Knox will be 11 this year. Sherman with plot armor. How's it being in the military these days? It's a fucking debaucherous shit show. Kyle didn't get away with anything. I mean, he definitely was tried for it. I've met Kyle before. Seems like a nice kid. Like, if I didn't know what he had been through, he seems like a perfectly cool kid. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? Hey, I'm Kyle. Yeah, I've met him before. So, shout out to Knox. He is a good boy. Super chat's not being read. Where did I miss? Oh, charter idea, make the missile bark. Fur missile describes service dogs. One barking would awesome and dry. So, have a barking missile, because it'd be like a fur missile. I'm trying to just go with it. Okay, I think I got all the rest of them. I'm sorry. Weapons, you're not pulling up chalks. You're not pulling up chalks. You're done. Leopard versus Challenger, Germany versus UK tanks. I think for that one, like in a lot of modern tanks, it comes down to crew competence. Because I don't think the Leopard or the Chally have any significant capability over the other. I'm just shooting in the dark here. Look, guys, I was like, my goal was to make it at least 1 hour. I made it 1 hour. I'm fucking dying. I hate to be that guy. But I'm trying to get to the last of these super chats here. I don't want to hear anything positive about JD Vance for a while. Like, there's no coming back from fumbling the national champ. Oh, I saw that. That I did see. There's what I call the Russian man's burden, where Putin calls the Ukrainians ungrateful for being against the Russian rule. Yeah. Oh, all right, guys. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm fucking beat. I gotta hit the button. Come on, button, work. All right, guys. As always, do not give in to the 22 a day. Every single one of you are amazing. If you would like to support the channel, please go check out habituallinecrosser.com. Wither!
Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me.
All right, in heading out, I hope you get better soon.
Wither, have a good night, man. I'll see you guys later.
The new Unsubbed podcast on Pepperbox for $8.99 you can watch today.